Okay, I already started another video, but a lot of the material went corrupt and there were poor sound and the camera stopped working. So I have decided I will actually start a new video and tell you a little bit what's going on. First of all, we had a dispatch just before we were supposed to go off watch, so I can head off to my other job. And of course, that dispatch took over an hour, so I'm 1 hour on overtime. On top of that, when I'm finally ready to get moving, the van won't start. The battery is empty. I know from the service papers there have been some issues with the battery, and I think I measured it all the way down to 12.7 volts, so that's not too much. And also yesterday I had an appraiser going through the whole van and documenting, and there's a lot of issues. It's been hit in the front, so there's no symmetry on the glitch there and over there, and there's some rust spots on the hood. Yeah, there's just a lot of things. And as you can see, it's been hit pretty hard on this cross beam, so they haven't been completely honest. But now I will just get the car started, head off to my other job, and I will continue this video when I'm done on the other job I have, and hopefully make it a little bit more consistent video. So in what way you see it, this is one of the privileges I have. I have a secondary job at a course center for maritime safety. I do not teach seamen how to run a boat. I'm teaching first aid or advanced medicine. The area is fenced in, and often I come here early in the morning so I can go hard tracks, because then the asphalt is completely fresh, so it's a good place to go hard tracks. And of course in the breaks they allow me to go out and air the dogs, which is just awesome. And as you can see, they need it right now. Now I'm just heading off to pick up a few items before I will go to Bayarn, and I will sort out some of the stuff that goes up to Harstad, so I get the house as empty as possible, so I can start the process of selling the house. And if I get rid of this van, I can use the money I get from the house or the lease or rent I get to afford a newer van and more advanced van, and maybe even a van that is at least partially converted into a camper van. Even though this situation sucks a little bit, I've learned so much of what I want from a van. I've gotten a lot of good ideas on how I want to fix up a van, so it's not a waste anyway. There's always something to learn, and you can choose what kind of side you want to look at the problem, if it's a problem or if it's a learning opportunity. Let's get heading off and start administering stuff. Been airing the boys a little bit. I have approximately half an hour drive until I'm home. You can see what kind of day this is. This is dinner, and yeah, not good. That's not what I want from van life. I want a quiet life and have everything as organized, so I can just like stop and make decent, good, healthy food. But still, we're moving the right way. I'm saving money, especially now that I have the cooler. I make more food, and I buy this food that is 40% off because it's close to expire. But now the cargo area is so full of tires, bikes, other stuff that I'm just moving around, so it would just be a mess trying to get up my stoves and all that stuff. And now I'm going to fill it with some furniture that I'm going to drive up to my sister. So probably the next days are not going to be the example I want to live by, but as long as I'm moving towards my goal, I'm kind of happy, because every day I'm improving a little, and a little is more than nothing. It's the next day. We had a pretty decent night of sleep, but it's quite chaotic here in the van, and it's gonna be worse when we start loading up the stuff that I'm moving to Harstad. We are getting organized. I can say that much, that the Anker Solix Everfrost was a good investment, even though it's a older generation. Because just having the opportunity to get fresh food is awesome. I have chosen just to have a makeshift 220 volts running the car through the night, so the Everfrost stayed charged, and I thought I would never use the option of the USB outlets, but last night I was watching YouTube on my iPad, and it was just perfect standing the iPad up against the Everfrost and having power there. Also, this laptop should not be able to run DaVinci. It's not within the specs for DaVinci, but I guess I won't be able to use advanced effects. I will just have to be a little bit selective of my shooting of videos, but I think my days of learning advanced editing is gone. Anyhow, these guys are gonna need some exercise, because they are almost driving me nuts at this moment. So today they will do mushing. There is not so much traffic, so I hope that will keep them at rein. But yeah, it's a beautiful weather, even though life situation at the moment is a bit stressful. We're gonna make the best of it, and today as well as yesterday. Okay, I loaded up most of the things that are going to Harstad. I'm here at Bastholla, and there is one really important thing with this store is that you can get Elderman's dessert, and this version I only find here. I think that's cool with travels, when you find that little niche product that only exists one place. It gives you an incentive to go there. Small pleasures. So I could have filled up with more stuff, but it would taken me probably an hour or two more just to find the stuff, pack it up and everything. So these are the big things, and it gives me some room at home to start organizing more. So quite relieved. It's gonna be good to see Einstein again. And now I put my camera up on time-lapse so you can see the road out of Bayarn if you ever need to escape here. Enjoy. Okay, so we just took a pit stop at the biggest parking in Bærfjellet. Someone will probably complain that the dogs are off the leash, but to put it like this, there's no birds nesting here. I even looked with the binoculars, there is no animals around, and they stay close when I'm out with them. So I wanted to do some hard tracks here, because when there is no people here, like, no, this is just perfect, because I can establish what direction the wind has and always put the track so I got the wind in my back when I'm walking the track. But now it's too windy, so it won't be fair towards Feynman to try to have really accuracy in the track. But at least they get some air and can fight, which is good. Down this area is where we do avalanche training, where we dig the caves for the dogs to search. So you will see more of this area in the winter. And now I'm trying to force myself into getting some discipline on the videos, because what I see is that I have a lot of duplicates, and that my different SD cards and computer and phone just jams up with videos that I'm not editing anyway. So I'm trying to do it on the fly so I keep a good system. And what I will do now is to offload the videos from the Insta360 1R and the phone. I tried to do a drone flying here, but my batteries are packed all the way in there, so. So we found a nice place to air the boys. I'm gonna test out my toy a little bit more. I will show you later. It doesn't track dogs really well, so I really hope DJI can come up with a solution for that. But it's quite neat though, except that, because it connects to this DJI mini microphone, and that filters out the sound from the drone, and I think it's quite good quality on the speech there, so that helps a lot. And I don't need a controller to fly this puppy. I can actually operate it with one hand. Let's see if we can manage that. And
drone, circ, rocket, spotlight, direction track.
let's see, that's direction track. Hold for 3 seconds.
Direction track. 3, 2, 1.
Nice! So the dogs are a little bit eager on that one. But they haven't eaten it this far, so that's good. Let's see how it works. No. Maybe that was not the best setting for this, because it's actually just standing there. Nice! Slut. The direction track. Now I get it. It's not moving. It's just staying and filming from that direction. Learning by burning. Let's walk a little bit with this drone and see what it can do. So I just put it in follow, and now it seems to work decent enough. The boys are a little bit eager on this one. Yeah. Slut! Hei! Kom her. Stille. Virkelang. Bra. So let's see how this goes. Kom! Bra. Kom igjen. Rolig. I'm really excited how the microphone is going to work on this one. And again, if this drone could just follow dogs, I would be amazed. There. Okay, the drone is almost running out of batteries. The microphone was actually not connected. That's the problem. But this is learning by burning. And I think... the microphone is on now, right? Stille! Virkeland, kom her!
Critically low battery.
Stille! Men nei! Kom her! Bra! Okay, I need to take it down. So I have about 1 hour left of driving, and I also need ice. As you can see, they are getting ready to get out and running. All the stores was closed, so I actually had to buy groceries at a gas station. I actually used to live on a construction site behind these buildings when I was an apprentice at the ambulance, so some good memories from stopping here. I feel bad about not training the boys today, because the van life for me should be about just stopping where I feel like and train the boys, but when I have all this administrative stuff I need to do, I'm just like going from A to B as fast as possible almost. But as I said this morning, it's moving in the right direction, and hopefully tomorrow we get to do some canine work. So let's cross our fingers. So I won't do too much with the van today. The weather is beautiful. My sister is away. With Einstein, so I'm just taking advantage of the day, just doing small stuff here. I just mounted this shelf, so when a little bit later I will move all the stuff out of this shelf, replace it with this one, because these wooden panels get molded because of the moist in the garage. Then I can move stuff from my van over to that shelf and clean out the van tomorrow. Now I'm just gonna have a little bit fun with the boys, because I've just been cleaning her inflatable canoe or kayak, whatever, with vinegar so it doesn't smell, and I'm gonna host the boys, but I guess they don't see that as foul treatment. I think they're gonna enjoy some water madness. I guess this camera is not waterproof anymore. There is condensation on the lens on the other side. So but I had it for 3 or 4 years. That's life. Equipment get used. We are having a beautiful day. We made these bowls that is like full of food all the time, and whenever we train in the garage or up here, they can eat when they rest, because I want them both up in weight, because they are hard workers and they prefer toys over food. So just gonna give them, for a couple of days, give them as much food as they like. So I wasn't thinking when I just let them in the garage that the food was this close, but I think they trust each other pretty well, so it's fine. And now there's plenty of food, so won't be an issue. Loaded off some stuff at my sister's, and this is a bike wagon for Einstein. Also some cool glasses for him, the rec specs. I won't put them out. The decision is made, he's gonna stay with my sister. Also trying to get rid of some excessive dog equipment. So I think we'll manage. Okay, what was that? Fine man? Vær så god. Vær så god. I don't know if you could hear, it was some growling. And that's fair. I mean, they are allowed to speak their voice when they are unhappy with something. So I guess that was a good situation. So unfortunately I can't have all the boys out at the same time for some reason. Einstein and Feynman are not friends. And I can definitely see he is getting older. And he's a good boy. It's good to have some time with him now. Again, this is a fenced off area. And he's not going further away from me than this, so we should be fine that he can just smell and pee on whatever he wants. But yeah, that's life with dogs. They get older, they don't live as long as us. But I think we owe it to them to live as worthy and happy as possible. Fin du är. Yeah. So you see the shaved squares from biopsy of one of his lumps. I have no idea what he's whining about. Well, we're having a good time. Just a quiet walk. Come on. Yeah, come. So this is a bit what van life should be. We've been out throwing frisbee until it started monsoon raining. And I can just go in the car and I'm tired, so I'm just gonna lay here and sleep over the rain and we're gonna train some more. So I really, even though it's a shitty situation with the car and all that, still I enjoy these possibilities. Yes. So the guys have their bull penises to chew on if they like. I think they are a bit tired after the swimming and stuff. And today I talked to the insurance company. So today I talked to the insurance company. And I actually have a lawyer coverage, or what do you call it? A quite hefty one. So tomorrow I will start calling around to different lawyers and see which one I prefer. And I will be honest with the lawyers that I will call other lawyers and see who I think will suit my case the best. Now I will try to be quiet for a while, so maybe you can hear the rain. I'm really glad to be inside a van. I don't have to put up a tarp or whatever. And in 1.5 hours we're gonna meet some other people to train with, which is great.